Boom, it's your boy Big Baby Miller straight out of Brooklyn. You're watching True School Sports. Tune in, motherfucker.
Alright. Brandon Taylor here, True School Sports. I'm with Evander Holyfield. How you doing, Evander?
I'm doing great.
It's great to see you at the convention, man. Just talk about like the heavyweight division, man. There was the Anthony Joshua fight was last night. Did you get a chance to watch it all?
But I didn't get a chance to watch the fight. I heard about it. Heard it was a pretty good fight.
Yeah, man.
Hey, Evander. Wait a minute, hold on. I can't talk number one. All right, go ahead.
All right. When we look at the heavyweight division, like who are some of the guys you're looking at as like towards the future of the division?
Well, you know, in the heavyweight division is Anthony Joshua. I think he's the biggest name right now, and of course, the guy just fought yesterday.
Ortiz?
Not Ortiz.
Joseph Parker?
Ortiz is still one of the great ones, and Harkey, he one of them, and of course the fighter from what is his name from Alabama,
Deontay Wilder.
Deontay, and you know, so I guess it's time for they try to wrap it up and get one champion.
Yeah, man, it's a great event we got going on here. Who are you looking forward to meeting up with the most?
Well, you know, I'm here to help the WBC. I think WBC is one of the better organizations that help the game of boxing. I think it's always important when people come together and do something for the fighters to give them a better life, more so than just looking to receive anything.
Speaking as like a former fighter yourself, a great fighter at that, what are some things you would like to see the boxing world or like WBC or commissions like the WBC do to help the fighters more?
Well, I think the WBC is doing a great job. I think all the organizations should come together and think about the fighters and what it takes to start working with the amateur kids. There's the amateur kids have like to do with how great the professional rank's going to be. I think that all the organizations need to start giving back to the amateur programs and strengthen the amateur program, and I think that would bring more clarity into the professional rank.
Yeah, how do they go about that? Like, how would you go with like all the sanctioning bodies coming together? Like, how would that happen?
Well, everybody, I think, got to come into rules and regulations that, you know, that not so much the fighter dictates how the rules are, how the rules are governed by the people, and saying that all the fighters need to fight each other. Can't nobody duck each other, and I'm gonna give away this title because I don't want to fight this guy and all that. I think it's kind of dilute the game.
Yeah, just sign the contract and be a warrior like you were, and just prove it over and over again.
Excuse me?
I'm saying like sign the contract and improve yourself like you did when you moved up and fought the best.
Well, it's not so much like I follow the rules and regulations. I think everybody should follow the rules. I think the game is bigger than the fighter. And, you know, that's the reason they get into the game. We have one ruling body that kind of rules everything, but I think it's great to have different organizations because it gives more fighters opportunity, but it all should come down to who the very best in that weight division.
Yeah.
And so, and I think that's the most important thing. People know who is the best.
Yeah, and if you had any message for like kids who are coming up boxing right now, what would you tell them?
Well, of course, listen for direction. Listen for direction allow you to get there. I'm who I am. I'm a Hall of Famer now because I didn't quit. Mistakes everybody do make, but you know, correct them and keep striving.
And you have a son. You have a son who's a really talented amateur fighter. How is Eliezer? How is he doing right now?
Well, he's doing well. He's coming off an injured hand, but you know, other than that, you know, just like everybody else, you have to work for it. You know, there's no easy way to being the very best.
All right, thank you.
Wilder versus Deontay Wilder, the WBC champion, against Anthony Joshua, who just won by knockout.
They ain't fighting, are they?
They might fight.
But should they fight? You know, we'll know then. I think sometimes we kind of dilute the whole program, talk about who with a better man, but you know when they fight. I think both of the guys got time to work on other things to be the very best. When that time comes, the best man wins.
Who's the best pound for pound right now? It's going to be Evander Holyfield.
Well, it's hard to say that. So many fighters. It's kind of hard. I think it's kind of hard to be the pound-to-pound best boxer if you fight 106, 112, if you go by weight. You know, I'm telling you, the guy that is pound-to-pound the best fighter is the guy that it's not about the weight. It's about I'm the best guy, and I fought all the best people, and everybody who wants to fight shows up.
Hold on, this woman wanted an autograph, Jeff. I don't know.
This is for the Florida Boxing Hall of Fame silent auction.
But I can't do that. I can't sign it.
It's for my silent auction for the Hall of Fame.
I cannot do that.
No?
Evander, you told me a while ago, about a year ago, in an interview, that you thought Deontay Wilder was the best out of all the heavyweights. Now with Anthony Joshua's progression, you still feel the same way or what?
Well, what I'm saying is that everything's always changing from somebody working and maybe somebody's not. Part of the game is when people fight each other, you don't. Everybody have opinion, and the fact is now there's a lot of great people with good amateur status that coming in. But I always tell people, amateur is how you learn how to fight. The sharp and when people fight amateur style, they hold their hands up and they go get it. And so the people who remain the long term like that is one going to be the very best fighter. Because you have to fight for respect. So when people know that you can fight, then they respect you. Then you got to outbox them after they give you respect. So, you know, I think that right now, of course, what is his name now?
Wilder?
Yeah, Wilder. He holds the title longer than anybody right now. After all the young people, he still had it. We had an altar, and so somebody beat him.
He the man?
He the man.
Anthony Joshua is going to fight Vladimir Klitschko April 29th. Your reaction to that?
Well, I think it'll be a good fight. And, you know, and when you look at, I look at how the Bible says, where's your strength at? As John, his youth is his strength. So I think if he fight like that, he's going to win. But the experience is what is his name again?
Wilder?
Yeah.
Experience should be his strength. But you know, it should be. But because he's been fighting longer. But in general, when you it's all depending on your background. He started boxing at a later age. And so the people who they said this, I started boxing at 8 years old. I mean, you know what? It's just natural. It was a natural thing. You know, the fighters who start at a young age who take care of themselves. I'm like, Anthony Joshua look like he take care of himself. And this Parky boy look like he take care of himself. There's a lot of little 25 years old guys who take care of themselves and they love what they doing and that's what success starts by. You know, if you're older, the only way you can stay up there, you take care of yourself.
Did you watch the Parker fight?
I didn't get a chance to see it. I came on. I didn't even see it. But I knew that I think the guy that even fought, Andy
Ruiz.
I realized that he was fast. And I felt the only way Parker can win because he threw more punches than Andy. And so when people just tell me about it, he say, it was a very close fight, and because the guy threw more punches, he probably got it about 1 point. But I truly believe that when they have fights like that, I don't think it should be over for Andy. I think they should just put it with the next great guy and say, you just can't lose one fight and just fall over.
Yeah.
you got to let that guy be the tester for everybody else who think they good. And you find that you got to find the best out of the best.
And this might surprise you, Evander, when you watch the fight, but they were actually both really reluctant in the fight. They didn't really let their hands go. It was a chess match, and everybody was surprised because they didn't really punch a whole lot. So, I mean, why do you think that is?
Well, I'm saying that's the reason why people lose. You're trying to make it a chess match when you got to go get it, and especially when you're fighting in a place that's not your own. I'm like, I was a fighter that I didn't trust nobody to be on my side, so I go out there and get it. I'm not gonna lose, and I'm not gonna lose by I didn't do enough. My whole thing was just trying to figure you out and take you out of that quick as possible. That's what fighters are supposed to do. This is the reason why when you leave it up to anybody's decision, you always have a lot of complaints.
When you moved up from cruiserweight to heavyweight, you fought a lot of guys that are obviously much bigger than you. Now it's like the era of super heavyweights where they're 6'6", 6'7", and so forth. If you were active today and not in the Hall of Fame, how would you fight those guys?
Well, I fight the same way. The thing is that big guys can do things that you can't do, but you can do something that big guys. That's what life is all about. It ain't nothing ever equals it. Match, I'm just like back then, you don't know how somebody else came up. See, people didn't know how I came up where everybody bigger than me and all this, so I had to do it all the time. So you know what? It wasn't no problem. So the whole big thing is that you don't want to lose. You don't want nobody's reputation to mean that you think about how good it is, so you don't do nothing. You're so cautious that the fans don't even like the fight. Because you didn't come do nothing they wouldn't do. Anybody could come in a fight and say, I'm not gonna make it. You can't fight and thinking about the mistakes you make. You just got to make adjustments.
Evander, to piggyback on what you just said, you fought bigger fighters. I remember Riddick Bowe, 30 pounds bigger than you. Now you have fighters like Gennady Golovkin, and some fans say he should stay at middleweight. Some fans or media members, they say he should move up and look for tougher challenges, fight bigger guys. What would you do in that situation if that was you?
Well, it's quite different, because it's not like I was 165.
Yeah, and
like this,
you don't have a choice.
Ain't have no choice. Once you get past 175, you're gonna be in cruiserweight. If you get piggyback as a cruiserweight, they won't get cruiserweight no money. I remember the question I asked them. I was cruiserweight undisputed champion. You know what I got for my fight? 200,000 fight. I said, well, how can I sell the place out? Mike Tyson sell the place out. He get $2 million. They said, cause you're a cruiserweight. I moved up.
You moved up.
Because the fact of the matter is that, what's the difference? I'm bringing speed. I'm bringing speed and techniques to a game to bigger guys who usually don't use that. And so that's what I know I bring it to the game. So this is, the risk is that when these big guys catch you the wrong way, that's part of it too. But you know what? That's what faith is all about: taking chances and being the very best you can be.
Evander, you came up from the 1984 Olympic team, great Olympic team, lots of great skilled American fighters. Do you see today, because looking at the landscape for me, I don't see a heavyweight today that can move, box, and still fight on the inside and do a lot of the skillful things that heavyweights of the past could do. Do you think there's been a drop-off in the skill in terms of the heavyweight today compared to your time?
Well, it's a drop. Yeah, of course it's a drop-off. It's a drop-off in the amateur program. See, people don't understand what made kids stay in that program back then. They put boxing on Wild Worlds of Sports. And they showing they just say United States against the world. And we fought Canada and we fought anybody, we fought in the world. And they got the big company into putting this money in the amateur program. And with me as a kid, when I was 12 and 13, I seen people 17, 18 on TV. And they boxed. And actually you thought you got on TV, you was a star. So you know what? I stayed in the amateur program and I made sure that I was gonna win one of them medals and represent my neighborhood and tell the people that, it was people don't realize it was Leon Spinks and Michael Spinks, one that kind of inspired me, because you know what? They from the ghetto. And everybody say, oh, they you know, it's people in the ghetto who don't have the same advantages other people have. But what they could do, they could fight. And you know, and they were two brothers, and both of them in the Olympic, and both of them gold medal. And you know, I kind of felt that I could do it, because you know, I had people say, you know, y'all too dumb to be champion. You can't do nothing. But you know, but at that time you had Leon Spinks, but then you had Rocky too. It said the black was the white boy who everybody thought was crazy, but he won too. So it inspired people. Anytime somebody come on TV, it's inspiring somebody out there who don't have the money, who don't have the means, don't have the education that other people have. But you know, what you do have, you have a will. So when kids have the will and they have people to talk to them and let them know that you can make it too, everybody's talent is not in the same level.
So you think it's the lack of focus on the amateurs right now that's hurting?
Of course it is. It hurt the program when you don't show boxing. You don't show boxing in a prime time where little kids to watch. What kid is stand up at 12 o'clock or 1 o'clock watching boxing? And it's pay-per-view. If you ain't got no money, then that means that none of the poor kids gonna be able to see it. The only thing they gonna hear somebody talking about it, then they talk about it, they ain't gonna hold on to it. If they see it on TV, they say, oh man, I could do that.
To piggyback off of that then, do you think, because I remember when I was a kid growing up, boxing was on channel, I go on NBC, ABC, in the afternoon. That's how I fell in love with the sport. So do you think that boxing needs to go back to maybe being shown in the afternoon?
Of course. You know, so you gotta understand what happened in boxing. Most people follow boxing as people who are poor. You got, and all race car drivers, all these tough sports, you're gonna say, who do it help? So the whole big thing is that at that time it was Howard Cosell baby. Because it was his baby, he ran the whole program. So you know what? He competed with everybody. And you know, they said, man, how in the world boxing gonna compete with football? And they did at the time I came up, they showed us football. Matter of fact, I boxed in and I opened it up to football. Before every Super Bowl, they had me 2 times before the Super Bowl. People ask me, how you get popular? By the ABC contract. So if didn't nobody give me the opportunity when nobody know me. Everybody said, hey, everybody know you around the world. I was on ABC television. Everybody had ABC. And in other countries and stuff like that. So, you know, if somebody got to really love the program, it's the one got the picture. They don't even put none of the fighters on the Olympics. I didn't even see no Olympic boxing hard. Everybody used to know who made the Olympic team. Because everybody used to know that these guys who make the Olympic team are the ones that going to be winning. And so we got to come back and say, look, we got to let people know who's coming. Because don't nobody want to just pay some pay-per-views and talk about it every month. But when everybody started, you ask everybody, they say, well, man, we watch you do the Olympics, man. We watch you do the Olympics. We watch you. We knew you were going to be here. Like that, and I did.
And last thing for me, welterweights. Errol Spence, Keith Thurman, Danny Garcia, Sean Porter. Who you see going the furthest in the welterweight division?
Well, you know, man, it's just a matter of opinion, man. You got to put people in there and let them fight each other. I don't care. I'm telling you, somehow, everybody always said, you fought everybody. I said, well, yeah. This is why. I wanted to know who the best was. I said, so if you want to know the best, you got to fight the best. And so the whole thing, and that's what the whole game of boxing about. And you know, I kind of like how UFC is. It don't make no difference how many times the guy lose. They good fighters. They putting them on. I'm like, you know, I'm saying styles may fight, but because styles may fight, at any given time, that guy fight the guy with the wrong style. He can beat that guy.
Nate Diaz choked out Conor McGregor.
So this is what it is. Styles may fight. I'm telling you, you're not on losing because because you fought the style, it didn't work. You know, you come back and see can you make adjustment. I'm very proud because I make adjustment.
Yeah.
Okay, then you got me on that. I didn't know that. I go back and make adjustment. I can beat you. And you got some people, they ain't gonna give you a chance either.
Yeah.
You know, some people ain't gonna give you a chance because the game of boxing, they'll say, okay, you know, how did you get there? Somebody gave you a chance. I'm saying, you know what? Till you beat a champ, you ain't no champ. Till you beat a champ. Now, it's anybody's opinion, I'm good. Everybody's supposed to say they're good. And you know, okay, then give somebody a chance. Get in there. This is not champion you make.
Do you think boxers today are too worried about protecting their undefeated record and
Don't get them started.
or winning streak? Right.
It's not about that because they don't supposed to control it. Whoever the commissioner control what you gonna do in the WBA. I'm telling you, how you gonna put it on the fight? You know what? The point of the matter is that your rules and regulations are supposed to change and call somebody good. You know what? These are the rules and regulations. If you don't fight these, you don't fight by these things, then we're gonna take our belt.
The WBC tried to force Canelo to fight Golovkin. That didn't work.
He lost the belt, though.
Yeah, they took the belt. That's what they're supposed to do.
But you know, that should speak in volume to you know what? Being all that you think you is, that you had to lose your belt because you won't fight the next guy that's alive. So I'm saying that was boxing all about. You know, I'm saying people don't realize faith is about taking chances. You put yourself in a chance that somebody can beat you. But who in the world in life won everything anyway? Shoot. If I tell the people, I say, and they call me crybaby as a kid. I cried about everything. I got beat in everything. But I just didn't quit. Because I didn't quit, I become the only man ever been heavyweight champion 4 times. But you know, it didn't look that way because you know, but I was mad and all that, getting beat up. You know, but the point of the matter is that life about adjustment. Do you quit? And so the whole big thing is just like I tell the people when you know when in this event. What this thing they get ready to induct me into
Hall of Fame, yep.
They get ready to induct me into that. The only thing I can tell them is, look, man, I just didn't quit. My mama told me if you don't quit, you eventually get to your destination. And that's what it's all about. You don't say change it up for me to make it. No. You just don't quit. You keep working. And that's, you know, if you're going to inspire people to be better, you can't duck. I ain't got to go through that. If you don't go through that, then you're not gonna be qualified to be able to talk to somebody and tell them the truth. You're gonna be full of a lot of lies. But there ain't only one way you can get there. It's not quitting. Go through whatever you need to go through, and you know, you eventually get it.
Who's the toughest guy you ever fought?
I fought a lot of tough fuckers. A lot of them tough. You know, but the hardest, I think, the white Muhammad Kwawi. I'm like, you know, but I'm like, shoot. I lost 15 pounds this fight fighting that guy trying to keep him off of me. You know, I'm just a guy by himself. Yeah. You know, but it was just my 12th professional fight. And they throw me in there with this guy, and I'm like, I wasn't gonna not fight him. Because
he had how many fights then? 12?
12. That was my 12th professional fight. Never been number 8 round. They talking about 15 round night. You know, 1 hour. That fight ended up 1 hour. Now I lost 15 pounds.
How you do it?
Huh? I just didn't quit. I prayed and then quit.
And George Foreman was a harder puncher than Mike Tyson?
Well, I wouldn't say he's the hardest puncher than Mike Tyson, but he hit me one time, and my feet froze up like this, and I've never been hit like that before, and I remember coming back to the corner, asking did he knock all my teeth out. They said, you all right? And you know, when somebody just tell you all right real quick, you may not be all right.
But my last question, Evander, who's your favorite UFC fighter? You mentioned that you like him. Do you have any?
Well, you know, I don't
follow him.
I don't keep up much. You know.
Keep it true.
Thank you, Ben.
All right. Thank you, Evander. Hey, what's going on? It's your boy BC, and I want to say thank you for watching this video. Now, True School Sports is in the stage of growing. If you want to see the channel make improvements and you just like what I'm doing here, donate to the True School Sports YouTube channel. The PayPal button will be down below. Got a lot of things planned, but you know, with your help, we can get to do more great things in the boxing world. So, thank you for watching, and yeah, support as you feel led to.